Hey there, good looking. Join me for this total body strength workout in which we're going to utilize compound exercises. So those are exercises that move more than one joint, hence making them a really good calorie burning exercise as well as functional movements. And two, we're going to superset them upper and lower body so that we don't have to do a lot of rest in between, yet the right muscles do get the right amount of rest as we go. Now, if you're doing this on Over 50 Fitness, oh my goodness, this is day one of our 25 and 25 challenge, volume 2, baby. Where's it volume 2? There's one way that's really derogatory to the UK and the other way that isn't. I think this is the safe way. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to not do it anymore. How's that? If you're doing this on YouTube, we are releasing a few of the workouts here on the channel to introduce you to what Over 50 Fitness is about. If you would like to do the entire challenge, hey, come and join us over there. There's a link down below for your 14-day trial. Now, for equipment, you're going to need light, moderate, and heavy dumbbells, and shoes are optional for this workout. For reference of dumbbells, I have 8s, 15s, and 20s. Now listen, I even brushed my teeth for you today. Smell. Minty fresh, right? Let's get going. All right, before we get started, if you'd like to track your fitness, press start now on your watch. For reference, I chose the HIIT setting because of the nature of the exercises that I've chosen. We are going to get a little bit of heart rate response. All right, let's start with getting those shoulders warmed up, thumbs leading to the wall behind you, rotate pinkies and back. Really want you to exaggerate this range of motion. Quite often I'll ask people to do shoulder rolls or arm circles, and this is what I get, okay? I want you to go nice and big with them. It's going to warm the shoulder up better. Remember, movement is the best way to get the muscles ready for your workout and not static stretches. Last two. Last one. All right, let's bring these arms up. Letter V, shoulders back and down, feet shoulder width or wider. Track your knees with your second toe and drive the hips back. So if you're in bare feet, this really gives you a good understanding as to where those knees of yours are tracking. If you're not in bare feet, I want you to pretend you're on a piece of newspaper and you're trying to split that newspaper apart. That's going to get those knees tracking in the right direction by firing up these guys, your outer hip muscles. Now, pretend you have a logo on your shirt, or maybe you do. I should be able to see that logo as you squat down. So it's knees first, hip hinge, and then we come down. It's not this. Okay, do you see the difference? All right, let's do two more because that's making me dizzy. Last one. Excellent. Feet come together for me. Step out this way. Bum back. Hinge through those hips. Other direction. Bum back. So we're going to keep one leg straight. From there, toes, knees, hips, shoulders square to me. And then I want you to sink it down a little deeper. Great. A little deeper. Now hold it on this side for me. Take this toe, bring it up to the ceiling. Release it down. Other side. Toe. Good. Just getting a little deeper into the hip there. Let's do one more. Back to center. Open and close those arms for me. Feet apart, abs engaged. Give yourself a big hug, and each time you come forward, hugging yourself with different arms on top. Yes, my Over 50 Fitness crew. Day one. And I didn't go easy on you. Do I ever on day one? We usually go to the gates with a bang, don't we? Now, after our strength circuit using our compound exercises, I've got a fun little finisher for us, and then we're done, okay? Last 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Give me a hip hinge for me, leading with the chest, pushing the bum behind. Fingertips now just in front of the ears, light at the temples, elbows pulled back, shoulders back and down. So once again, a compound exercise means that we move multiple joints, sometimes 2 joints and sometimes more. So it's not, for instance, just doing a bicep curl. That's what we would call a single joint exercise. Multiple movement patterns too mean that it's a little more functional in nature. So we tend to move our body as a unit when we're out there in real life. Last 3, 2. Now I want you to come all the way down. Hold it here. Release the arms, palms together. Left arm, look up. Other arm, look up. Getting into the shoulder again, as well as an area of the back we call your thoracic spine or T-spine. This is going to be important for our presses that we're going to be doing overhead. We want to have some extension and that ability to rotate in that T-spine so it doesn't come out of your low back. Beautiful. Let's do 4 here. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's warm up those hands. Fist, spread them. Fist, spread them. Good. This is beneficial for those of you that may have arthritis in your hands. We just got to get that synovial fluid in the joints moving. Last 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right, grab a quick sip of water and recognize that if you aren't warm enough, I want you to push pause and keep warming your body up until you're ready. After our water, we're going to grab our heavy dumbbells and use those for our first 2 movement patterns. And try my 20s. You're going to bring them in front of you, please. Okay, I want you to mirror me. I want you to take your right leg, step it back, drop it down. Other leg, step it back. Staggered squat. So I'm off of my back heel. I'm coming as low as I can, so in my case, it's quite low. Perhaps you aren't feeling the love today, and you're going to take it a little bit, okay? Always understand and recognize that each day is a new day with the body. So I want you to embrace that, listen to the wisdom your body's telling you, and follow suit. When we're done this, we'll give the legs a break, and we'll move into an upper body movement. Good. Staggered squat. Chest proud. Beautiful. Whew. All right, so that's 40 seconds of work. We get 20-second recovery, and we go into the next move. Let's get that hip hinge that we were learning in warm-up. Now take your heavies. Palms are going to face away. Drive the elbows up. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep yourself here in a neutral spine, and release. Let's go. Breathe out. So we need to manipulate gravity. That's why I've got you in a hip hinge here with that neutral spine. And then we're rowing up, working into our back muscles and biceps. Now for today's workout, we have 2 sets of everything. And then as mentioned, we finish off with a fun as many rounds as possible, or AMRAP. Belly button in, woo, tighten that core. My feet are hip width, really rooted, and I'm feeling the movement in between the shoulder blades as I row up. Last one. Come to stand. All right, so we got one more of those, and then we move on. Rock them up. Step back with one leg. Drop it, the tush down as low as possible. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Take it down. Drive to stand. Down. Good. Again, chest is proud. So if you had a logo or pretend you have a logo on your shirt, I should be able to read it. Good job. I'm stepping back. My feet are about hip width, and then stepping back hip width, but not a big distance. It's not a split squat or a lunge. It's a staggered squat. A lot of core here because our weight is in front of the body. Woo, I'm going to try and get 2 more in. 1 more. All right, we're going to keep these heavies, palms away row, and then we're going to head down to the mat, okay? Feet hip width, root yourself. Hip hinge for me. Palms are going to face away, shoulders back and down, belly button to the spine. Breathe out, row up. Push your tailbone up to the ceiling. We want that lumbar curve. Spine long. Good. Belly button drawn in. There's no doubt my low back is fatiguing, but it's not hurting. So I want you to make sure that you feel the muscles working, but there's no pain. If there is, reset or drop down and wait. Last couple here. 1 more. Come to stand. Nice. All right, I want you to take the lights that I asked you to grab and place them on each side. Now I'm going to be doing a push-up. If a push-up doesn't interest you, Mini-Me's using her heavies for a moving bridge and chest press. Okay? Otherwise, you can join me here in a high plank. Okay, I'm gonna go on my knees. Let's do a push-up. Good, now come up. Now you can stay on the knees and tap each knee. And then a push-up. Or you can come off the knees, do like a downward dog and tap each toe. So those are your options, okay? I've covered all your bases. When you're doing that push-up, elbows are going to track to the back of your mat. If you're doing the chest press with the dumbbells, elbows are in front of the shoulders. Whew. All right, everybody, on your back. Light dumbbell in each hand. Tabletop legs. We have a weighted dead bug. So now we've got 4 joints moving on this guy here. Draw the belly button in, keep that neutral spine, back of the neck is long. Now take one leg and the opposite arm, slowly lower. So the challenge is lowering that arm slowly, isn't it? So that dumbbell in gravity just wants to let it drop. If you want to make this harder, it is a double dead bug. Our goal for both moves is neutral spine. So it's not popping off the mat as I lower, and we're also not pushing it into the mat. Feet are flexed, going back to knees over hips, ankles in line with the knees. Excellent. All right. So remember all your choices on the next one. Itchy nose. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm coming into money? No, I think that's itchy palm. Damn it. Damn it. All right. So you got chest press, or join me here. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push up. Now tap the knees or come up off the knee. Or maybe you are super amazing and you're doing a full push-up. There are many of you that are, and I envy you. Push-ups aren't my strong suit, never have been. And I think it's a mental game with me now. I'm like, I'm never going to be good at these. So I just go with what I can do. While I'm still able to talk, because remember, I still got to coach you. Here we go. Whew, almost there. Beautiful. All right, dead bug for the last time, and then we move on. I do have a itchy nose. It just must mean I have a booger, right? I'm not coming into money. PJ, you just have a booger. Here we go. Back of the neck is long, neutral spine, opposite arm in, leg. Breathe it. Move up a bit. Or double it. We're going to come to a stand after this. Do you feel your abs on this? Whew, I sure do. I hope I'm not alone. You might feel the hips too, the hip flexors, they're working. Whew. All right. Come to stand however you can. From here, I want you to grab, well, your moderate or your heavies, okay? See, I'm gonna try my heavies, my 20s. Okay, feet apart. I want you to come down. The lower you go, the harder it is. Now use the hips to clean them up, and then as they hit the shoulders, drop it right down into a squat. Maybe you are halfway. Drive up, drop down. Good. All the way. Use the hips, some power. So sit the hips back. Power through the hips. When the dumbbells come up to the shoulders, we quickly drop into that squat. The heavier your dumbbell, the more you actually get the movement right, because you got to use your hips. Last one. Whew. All right. Now I'm going to take it really low for a gorilla row. If this isn't going to serve you today, you have an option of staying upright, okay? All right. Otherwise, go low, drive up. I wasn't starting until the timer went. It takes me a little bit to get this right. It's not comfortable by no means. The legs are gonna burn, right? You're gonna feel the core. It's typically done with kettlebells. I'm coming a little bit out of my squat and more forward. So my head is past my dumbbells. Last one. Excellent. All right, shake out those hands. So those are our 2 moves, okay? We're gonna do it one more time. So our dumbbell clean is dumbbells as low as you want, and you wanna use those hips to get the dumbbells, and as soon as they sit on the shoulders, we drop into that squat. Here we go. Chest up. Hips, drop. Sorry, I think I just hit the mic. Hips, drop. Reset, hips, drop. Woo! It should be hard about now if you have the right weight. This is a compound move, isn't it? Wow. Ankles, knees, hips, elbows. One more. Whew. Nice. All right, gorilla row. Okay. Whew. So we're gonna hinge through, and again, you can keep yourself more upright, right? I want you to find what's gonna serve you today. Otherwise, we hinge. Dumbbells on an angle. Neck in line with the spine. Breathe it out. One more each side. Come to stand. All right, I want you to take one of the heavies. Whew. Place it in front. Grab your moderates. We have a squat and a press. Whew. Yeah, I know, no rest for us. Rock them up, palms facing the ears. Feet shoulder width or wider. Now give me a full squat. And then explode up and dumbbells up. When we explode up, keep the heels on the ground though, and don't lock out the joints. You have strength in the joints. Breathe out as we press up. Good. A lot going on here, and it's all good. Hang in there. See what I mean about your heart rates? Yeah, mine hasn't come down since the first exercise. Woo, time. All right, we're gonna use one heavy for a dumbbell swing, or if you have a kettlebell, grab your kettlebell, okay? If you don't, hold on to your dumbbell like so. Everybody, feet wide, toes slightly turned out. Now give me a hip hinge. Dumbbell or kettlebell high in the hip, and then use the hips to get it up. So I'm not using my shoulders, I'm using my hips. We also have grip strength too. You can also hold on to the post. So actually the post is feeling better for me, my silly elbows today, so that's where I'm gonna hold. But it's my hips that's getting the dumbbell up there to shoulder height. Last 10 seconds. Yeah, come on. Hip hinge, so not a lot of knees. One more. Woo. Bravo, you. All right. We got one more of each, okay? And then we'll grab water and finish off with our finisher. Whew. All right, use your legs to get your dumbbells. Rock them, feet wide, toes slightly turned out, knees tracking with that second toe, bum back, chest up, press up, strong in those elbows. Okay, you're not locking them out. Keep the heels on the ground. They're not lifting. Yeah, I gotta rest a bit when my arms are above my head just to catch my breath. Maybe you're in the same boat. We're not gonna call that cheating. We're just gonna call that smart training so that we can finish the set. One more. Woo, baby. All right. We got the swing. So you choose how you're going to hold on to it. Again, a kettlebell is best case for this move if you have it available. Feet wide, toes turned out. We want to hip hinge and then use the glutes to get the dumbbell up there. I'm going to see if I can hold on the end. Don't let go of that dumbbell unless you want to do some drywall work after your workout. So this is like a metabolic conditioning program too, isn't it? Yeah, you bet. We are getting big calorie burn. Whew. Strength, endurance, both working. Time. All right, you. Whew. Grab a sip. Cheers to you. Okay, keep moving those feet for me. We're going to finish off with a 2-minute AMRAP. So we're going to let the heart rates come down a little bit. I'm going to quickly chat you through that while I change the timer. Okay, so an AMRAP stands for, as I mentioned, as many rounds as possible. We have 2 different exercises to do, 4 reps of each, and we just rotate through that for the full 2 minutes. Now you can choose to stay with me, or you can choose to go at your own pace. The movement patterns, you guys know them. Once you've done 1 round with me, you're going to be like, okay, I got this. Nothing complicated. And again, the whole idea is just to finish off a bit. So we have 30 seconds remaining, and then we begin. I recommend your moderate dumbbells. You can also have your heavies right by you to switch out for the second movement. But for flow reasons, let's just stay with 1 set. Okay, moderates. Feet hip width, okay? We are gonna step back hip width with a lunge and do a bicep curl at the same time. We have 4, and then we'll go into a different exercise, okay? Ready? Here we go, 4 of these. Now, how far you drop down to your lunge is up to you. I'm gonna aim for my knee to the back mat, but you could take it shallower or even keep that leg straight. All right, now deadlift for 4. Give me a row as well. Root to stand, 3 more. Deadlift, row, come to stand. Remember that deadlift, your knees are gonna bend a bit, so it's like an RDL. 1 more, and we hip hinge. We stay there for a split second, roll the elbows up, and then come to stand. From the top, 4 lunge, bicep curl. Chest lifted, don't swing the arms. If you're with me, feet hip width or shoulder width, whatever feels best for you. Like you're shaving your legs with your dumbbells, they're close to the body, then do that row. Neck lines up with the spine. Belly button in, engage those core muscles. 2 more. Last one. All right, lunge and curl. Now, if you don't know what engage your core means, because what the hell, who the heck knows that? I'm going to give you a real quick tutorial that you'll get right away. Pretend someone's coming to sucker punch you and you're bracing for that impact. Ooh. See, that's engage your core. Other trainers have nicer ways of saying it, but I find that the more violent way is the effective way. 1 more. All right, back to our lunge. We're almost there. Last 20 seconds. We have 4. Woo! And deadlift, row. I think we'll get one more in. Deadlift, row. Woo! We did it. Nicely done, you. Grab some more water. Woo! And we even have time for a 1-minute stretch. The 25 and 25 challenge, the whole concept are 25 workouts, 25 minutes or less. So we want to respect your time on that. Perhaps you join solely due to that, at which point you can carry on with your day. If you have more time available to you though, I highly recommend you check out the stretch videos. Remember, in Over 50 Fitness, you got 2 playlists, right? You can check out yoga as well as stretch and mobility playlist. All right. Let's do the exercises, or the stretch that'll get the most bang for our buck. Knee to the ground, lunge forward, tighten up that glute, feel it. Right there in the hip flexor, inhale the arms straight up, exhale, lean away. Nice. Hold it here for a few breaths, getting a nice stretch through the side of the body, as well as into that hip flexor. Now let's take this arm behind us, PJ special, you know it, nice and slow. If you don't, you know it now. Let's do the other side. Thank you again for joining me, I appreciate it. Tighten that back glute, reach up and over. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Leave a comment below, I'd love to hear what you thought. And as mentioned, if you haven't joined us on Over 50 Fitness, we'd love to see you in the community. There's a link below for a 14-day trial. Circle that arm behind. Beautiful. Fingertips, interlace them, the fingers themselves, Open up the chest. Elbows go back, extend the spine ever so slightly. And release. Have a fabulous rest of your day. I look forward to training you in the next workout. Bye.